Bharat Mata Shiv Shakti Avatar 24th June 2026 Parmatma Vaani Om Namah Shivaya. Obedient children. Yes, Baba, you must tell only the father about anyone's defect. Instead of remembering the father, they wander from door to door speaking of these mistakes. You must become unadulterated. You should tell only the one. Then they will reform quickly. Only the one father is the reformer. All the rest are unreformed. Om Namah Shivaya. Bab Dada understands that whatever children are here, since they are sitting here, they must surely be remembering this father. You don't remember your friends, relatives, or anyone else, do you? You have left your home, and along with it, you have left your whole family to come and sit in this home, to eat and drink in one home and then remember someone else is deception. One is unadulterated remembrance. One is unadulterated remembrance, and the other is adulterated remembrance. To remember many is adulterated. To remember one is unadulterated remembrance. If others are remembered, that is adulterated remembrance. Devotion to Shiva is also unadulterated. Then to remember others makes it unadulterated devotion. Now you children have received knowledge of how wonderful the one Father is. He makes us the masters of the world. So you should remember only that one. Mine is one. They remember him on the path of devotion too. If there is remembrance of one, it is good. Baba also says, I first of all performed devotion to Shiv Baba. From unadulterated, I then came down to adulterated. Now, children say, when do we not remember Shiv Baba on the path of devotion? They used to say, we will perform devotion to only one. He alone is the purifier. No one else is called the purifier. Only the one Father Shiva is called that. He is the highest on high. Now there is no question of devotion. Children have knowledge. You have to remember only the ocean of knowledge, the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul Shiva. On the path of devotion, you used to say, when you come, we will remember only you. So you should remember these things. Now that the Father has come, you shouldn't remember anyone except the one, right? Each of you should ask yourself, do I remember the one Father or many friends and relatives? Deities are better than vicious ones. You have to connect your heart to the one Father alone. If it goes anywhere else, the remembrance becomes adulterated. Gurus and holy men have all finished. Only friends and relatives remain. The Father says, all of these will also finish. Remember me alone, Manmanabhav, and then you will find divine relatives there. In the new world, everyone will be new. The old corrupt world will not remain. So you have to check yourself. Whom do I remember? Ask yourselves, do you belong to the Father or to someone else? You have to remember the one. The Father says, remember me, your Father from beyond. He is the purifier. You have to make effort to remove your intellect's yoga from everywhere else and remember the Father. The more you remember Him, the more your sins will be cut away. It is not that the more you remember Baba, the more Baba will remember you. The Father doesn't have to cut away any sins. Only the one Father is the purifier. People think that 40,000 years are still left. So, why should they remember him? When the Father comes and gives direction, then it is a different matter. Now you are sitting here to become pure. Shiv Baba is also here. He has taken this on loan. He doesn't have a body of his own. You have made a promise to the Father. Baba, when you come, we will belong to you and become the masters of the new world. Keep asking your heart. You know this. The link of the intellect's yoga with the Father breaks. The Father knows the link will break. Then you will remember, and then it will break again. The more you remember the Father, by continuing to remember Him, your sins will be cut away. Then you make effort number wise anyway. If you stay in remembrance very well, you will come into this dynasty. Keep checking yourself, keep a diary. Where did the yoga of my intellect wander throughout the day? Then Baba will explain it is fine if you stayed in remembrance for 5 or 10 minutes, but also see where your intellect wandered for the rest of the time. Then Baba will tell you it is the mind and intellect in the soul that wander. The soul doesn't wander, the mind wanders. So the Father says, by wandering you will incur a loss. There is a lot of benefit in remembering me. Otherwise, there is only loss upon loss. You mainly have to remember the one. You have to keep a lot of caution over yourself. We have to remember the Father. You remembered them, bodily beings, for 84 births and only incurred a loss. Day by day, the loss continues to happen, doesn't it? Day by day, 5,000 years have passed. So there has been a loss, hasn't there? Benefit at every step, loss at every step. It decreases. You should churn the ocean of knowledge in this way and extract jewels of knowledge. You have to become concentrated in the Father's remembrance. When people do the work of a carpenter, etc., their intellect remains engaged in that. So keep talking to yourself like this, otherwise, Maya will bring such thoughts. What is kept here? Let me go and do some business, etc. The desire to earn shells will come. Maya will bring such thoughts. Wealthy ones get many such thoughts. What did Baba do? Baba had such a good business. There was no need to wander around. He would sit at the table, select diamonds from the merchants, and take them. It was a hobby. He would select them and give them to the doorkeepers. Go and sell this. That requires light. He wouldn't buy any diamond items at night. As soon as it was evening, he would run. He used to think, who will come to me in the evening? It was time to drink tea at 5 p.m. He drank tea and ran to the match. He would go to cricket. He had a great hobby. Taking diamonds from someone is not a big deal. When a merchant came, I would first tell me, are you a merchant or an agent? Brahma Baba's experience, Yagna's history. In these in this, you have to keep the yoga of your intellect with the Father. All of you make effort. This one also makes effort. You have to give the Father's introduction, don't you? There is the inheritance from two fathers. Now the Iron Age is ending and the Golden Age is coming. Impure ones will definitely not go to the Golden Age. The more you remember, the purer you will become. With purity, your dharana inculcation will be good. If impure ones don't remember, there won't be any dharana. According to their fortune, some get time and make effort, while others don't. They do remember. They make as much effort as they did in the previous cycle. Remembrance is number wise, isn't it? Each one has to make their own effort. Previously, when there was a loss in income, they used to say it was God's will. Now they say it is the drama. Whatever happened in the previous cycle will happen again. It is not that if you remember for 4 hours now, you will do more in the next cycle. No, you are given the teaching that if you make effort now, you will make good effort every cycle. The less you remember Baba, the more it is the dictates of Maya, the more remembrance there is, the more it is Srimad. You are actually dependent. Now, the Father, God, makes you belong to Him. This is a play that the Father explains. You have played your part many times. Remember the Father? Check. Where does the intellect go? Where does Maya engage it? In a wrestling match, they keep a lot of caution. When children come and sit here, the father asks, "Do you remember Shubaba?" Then, "Do you remember the sovereignty of the world?" The unlimited father's name is Shiva. Then, because of language, everyone calls him by their own names. For example, in Bombay, they call him Babulnath. Shiva's name is kept as Babulnath because he changes thorns into flowers. In the golden age, there are flowers. Here, everyone is a thorn. So, the father explains how many names they have given. So the father asked the spiritual children, "Do you remember the unlimited father? His name is Shiva. He is the benefactor. The more you remember, the more the sins of many births will be cut away. There are no sins in the golden age. That is the world of charitable souls. This is the world of sinful souls. Sins are the five vices. Ravan doesn't exist in the golden age. He is the enemy of the whole world. The whole world is a Ravan's kingdom. Everyone is unhappy and tamopradhan. That is why he says, "Children, remember me alone." These are the words of the Gita. The Father himself says, "Renounce all bodily relations and remember me alone." First of all, you were in relationships of happiness. Then you came into the bondage of Ravan. Now you have to come into relationships of happiness again. Consider yourself to be a soul. The Father gives these teachings only at the confluence age. Have the faith that you are a soul and remember the Father. The Father himself says, "I am the resident of the Suprema Ball. I have entered this body to explain to you." The Father says, "You cannot come to me without becoming pure." No, how will you become pure? Just remember me. On the path of devotion, too, you used to worship only me. That is called unadulterated devotion. Now I am the purifier. So remember me. Then the sins of your many births will be cut away. There are the sins of 63 births. Sannyasis can never teach Raj Yoga, only the Father teaches it. In fact, sannyasis belong to the path of isolation. They have no right to read any books, etc. Scriptures, devotion, etc., are for those on the family path. They go and sit in the forest and remember the Brahm element. Now the Father says, "I am the bestower of salvation for all. Therefore, remember me and you will become this Lakshmi and Narayan." The aim and objective is in front of you. The more you study and teach, the higher the status you will claim in the divine capital. Alf is the one Father. A creation cannot receive an inheritance from a creation. This is the unlimited Father, so he gives the unlimited inheritance. You will be in salvation in heaven. All the rest of the souls will go to the land of liberation. So, the words liberation and liberation in life, degradation and salvation belong to the land of peace and the land of happiness. You will not be able to go home without the Father's remembrance. The soul definitely have to become pure. Everyone here is an atheist. They do not know the Father. You become theists here. It is remembered at the time of destruction, those whose intellects have no love are destroyed. Now it is the time of destruction, isn't it? The cycle definitely has to turn. At the time of destruction, there is a loving intellect with the Father. Those who say that God is in all rocks and donkeys are said to have an intellect with absolutely no love, and they are destroyed. And those who have a loving intellect become victorious. Now, the more you remember the Father explains everything so clearly. But Maya, Ravan makes you forget. Now, it is the end of this old world. That is the land of immortality. There is no death there. You say to the Father, come and take us all back with you. So he is death, isn't he? In the golden age, that tree is so small. Now that tree is very large. Now you can claim a high status in the golden age. Just remember Alpha, Bay. The sovereignty is yours. The inheritance is yours. That is a limited inheritance. This is the unlimited inheritance. The end of the world of sorrow, the beginning of the world of happiness. There is no difficulty in this. What is the occupation of Brahma and Vishnu? Vishnu is called a deity. Brahma doesn't have any jewelry, etc. There is no Brahma, Vishnu, or Shankar there. Prajapita Brahma is here. You only have visions of the subtle region. There is the corporeal, subtle, and incorporeal. Isn't there? In the subtle region, there is a movie. These are matters to be understood. This is a Gita Patshala, isn't it? Where you learn Raj Yoga. Shubaba is teaching. So surely you will remember Shubaba, won't you? All the knowledge is filled in this badge of yours. At the top is the highest on high Father, the sensible one. Brahma is senseless, sitting bankrupt. Then, by becoming sensible, he becomes this Vishnu. At the top is a Shiv Baba alone. This one is a beggar and this one is a prince. He is wearing so much jewelry, etc. All the knowledge is in this badge. There is a picture of that Trimurti, but they have removed Shiv Baba's name. So see how much in that Bharat has become. This condition has happened because of forgetting the Creator. Then, by remembering Him, they will become these Lakshmi and Narayan. They have blown away the highest on high Father and put Him in pebbles and stones. As soon as they blow As soon as they blew him away, this became the condition of Bharat. The Father comes only in the Bharat, which then becomes glorified. This last one then becomes the number one. A lot is filled in this batch, but it doesn't sit in anyone's intellect. If anyone asks what this is, tell them it is explained through this how there is happiness and peace in the world. The whole secret is in this. The essence of the whole Gita is in this. No one has such a broad and generous intellect to even think of making this. There are tens of millions of those false Gitas. This batch is the true Gita. So, how many true Gitas should there be? But it doesn't enter anyone's intellect. There should be different varieties. Shouldn't there? An important person would feel ashamed to wear something cheap. Seeing a good thing, the heart will be happy. But so far, no such intellect has emerged. So far, no one is clever. Everyone is reforming on Srimad. If there is anything, tell Baba. Baba, this one has a criminal eye. This is their nature. Baba will explain in the Murli. Everyone has some habits or other. Children should not get angry about this. They only spoil their own stage. This is also the part of some children in the drama. You have to become perfect at the end. So, whatever human beings there are, they have some defects or other, including this Baba. Everyone is an effort maker. The right to Baba remains unshakable. He continues to give teachings. It is the Father's work to give teachings. Then, whether they follow those teachings or not is their fortune. The status is reduced so much because of not following Srimad. If you do anything like that, your status will be degraded. Your heart will eat you inside. I made this mistake. I will have to work very hard. You must tell only the Father about anyone's defects. Instead of remembering the Father, they wander from door to door speaking of these mistakes. You must become unadulterated. You should tell only the one, then they will reform quickly. Only the one Father is the reformer. All the rest are unreformed, but Maya completely turns their heads. There are daughters in so many centers. The Father has come to reform you, to make you from human into deity. To wander from door to door, defaming someone's name is also against the law. You remember Shiv Baba, the judgment is also up to him. The Father gives the fruit of actions, although it is in the drama. No one's name is mentioned, is it? The Father continues to explain. When guests come, you must entertain them. Those who receive guests are very happy. They consider themselves fortunate. You are so greatly fortunate. So many guests come. You should always remember him in the intellect of a teacher. I should make the children full of all virtues like these deities. The Father has taken the contract according to the plan of the drama. Acha, to the spiritual children, love, remembrance, good morning, and namaste from the spiritual Bab Dada. Lots of love and remembrance to my sweet, sweet, beloved Bab Dada and Mat Pita. Namaste Baba, Om Namah Shivaya. Blessing. May you be an accurate effort maker. There are also two types of effort makers. One are those who, while making effort, simultaneously experience the reward, that is, the attainment. The others just keep working hard, but their attainment is very little. Accurate effort makers never feel tired because they remain intoxicated in love. They experience that Bab Dada is making them move. Om Namah Shivaya.